before getting engaged, you should be together 1 year, 4 seasons.
You're so like in love after a year though. You're like literally on
I
drugs.
know, but like if you want to have kids within a certain amount of
But
time,
do you want to decide who you have kids with when you're on drugs?
I mean, maybe.
Mhm.
I think you roll the dice sometimes.
You have, yes, you have to.
Yeah.
Like at a certain point, I get that.
Yeah.
But like, wow.
At First Rounds on Me, we believe that one real date is better than 100 pen pals. With our mobile dating app, we make it fun and easy for you to meet someone in person for a real date. See someone you're interested in? We help plan your date. Pick a drink, a time, a venue, and send that person a date invite. It's that simple.
Welcome back to Crowdsourcing Love. I'm your host, Marin, and today I have Sara Persson. Did I say it right? She's
No.
Swedish. Pronounce it correctly, please.
Sara Persson.
Sara Persson?
Persson.
Persson?
It's such a common Swedish last name too that it's
Really?
like weird that someone's having trouble with it.
I know.
You can't say person. Like that's how it's.
Pearson?
Yeah.
I'll just stop.
I'll take whatever.
Okay, maybe I'll edit that out, but probably not. So Sarah and I are good friends. We met in New York, and we actually met via Bumble BFF, which is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Was it like 3 years ago?
Oh, this summer's gonna be 3 years.
Oh my God, that's crazy. So she's a model.
Was very long time
Okay,
ago.
but did you came to the US because you're from Sweden? You
Yeah.
came as a model.
Mm-hmm. When
Give
I was
us
19.
the origin story. When you're 19,
Yeah.
you just like I like am picturing you coming over on a boat for some reason. Did
Honestly,
you fly or
I
did you come on
picture
a
that
boat?
too because it
Okay.
feels so long ago. No, I came on an airplane, but it was my second time ever on an airplane.
Mm-hmm.
Well, third because when I flew somewhere, I had to fly back the
Yeah.
previous time. I was absolutely terrified. I'm still scared of flying, but like back then,
Mm-hmm.
it was horrific.
Did someone scout you or did you just decide one day like I'm really pretty, so I'm gonna go over to the US and try it?
I sent my photos. I asked my mom to send my photos when I was like 13 to an
Mhm.
agency in Sweden. Because you know, when you're 13, like one day you want to be like a pilot, and the next day you want to do this, and then one
Yeah.
day I want to be a model.
And at one point every little girl thinks like I should be a model.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I thought so.
Mhm.
And I sent my pictures, and I was pretty short back then. So I think they signed me and said, "We think you're gonna grow," which I did.
Yeah.
So I was signed with them for a long time, but never did any work in Sweden. And then I sent my photos out when I was like 18 to like several places.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was this agency in Stockholm that connected me with a place in New York, and they wanted to sign me. And I graduated high school in Sweden,
Mhm.
whatever you call it. Like it's something different. And I was like, okay, I'll go.
So you didn't go to college. You were like, I'm gonna go to New York and be a model.
Yeah, like in Sweden, it's different. Like our high school is kind of a college. In high school, you get to like choose what you want to do. Like you can become I don't think, no, you can't become a doctor, but like you can do something more like specific. Like I went to like media high school. So I
Okay.
did 2 days a week. We only did photography and like videography. There's other places where you can become like a carpenter or like a painter.
Okay.
So you can like, it's like
Or like
in
a
between high
plumber
school and
or-
college, I
yeah.
guess. It's like a mix up. So I did that.
Okay.
But then I didn't do any more schooling in Sweden.
Okay, cool. So then when you got to New York, was it like a culture shock? Did you
Yes.
speak English?
Yes, I spoke English, but my friends from back then that I still have now, like
Yeah.
will tell you my English was so bad.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I remember even like got my like cell phone here and I had to record. You know, people would leave voicemails here, which never happened to me in Sweden, first of all. People loved that here back then.
Yeah.
And I had to say my message and be like, hi, if you leave a voicemail, please talk very slowly because I don't understand.
Yeah.
Because people will talk so fast. And
Yeah.
I didn't get it.
And it was a foreign language. Okay. And then did you live in one of those like model apartments? Like
Yeah.
what was the living conditions?
my agency had a model apartment. So I
Mhm.
lived there with like other models, only girls that
Okay.
were signed to the same agency. Hi, baby. Oh, kisses.
Archie
Don't
is
lick off
too
my
much.
spray tan.
Archie, relax.
Which was cool. So it was nice because I lived with girls my age, like
Mhm.
that got to show me around and like it's a nice way to live. I'm glad I didn't come here and like live by myself.
Yeah.
And they were all American, which helped with the
Oh,
language
that's
thing. I
cool.
didn't have
So
any
it was
Swedish
Americans.
friends.
You weren't just like living in like a brothel with other like I just like picture the
Wait, why?
conditions
Why
in
would
my
they be a brothel if they weren't American?
I don't know. I just think of like people like importing like model like
Oh yeah,
girls
no.
and like because you said that the way that you ate a lot was by going to like Tao
Yeah,
and
yeah.
just being around
That was how I fed myself.
tables and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
But that was with the promoters. Like
Okay, so that was separate from the
that was completely
modeling.
separate from the
Okay.
modeling. Like how, but that is the
This
thing
is
too.
helpful for me to know
That
though.
is the thing as well. Like promoters also have apartments in which I've done that too. You get to live for free in the promoter. They also call those model houses,
Mhm.
and you have to go out with them to the club, like certain amount of nights every week, and you live for free.
But how many nights per week?
I think 3, at least where I used to live.
Okay. And
Yeah,
what would you do at the club?
you have to stand at the table that promoter has. You have to look like you're not having the worst fucking time of your life,
Yeah.
but that's it.
Smile a little bit. Didn't you used to listen to like music?
Yeah, I used to bring my own headphones back when they were like corded,
Mhm.
and I would always have my hair out and put my headphones like through my shirt, oops, up in my ear and like hide it so people wouldn't see because I fucking hate the club music,
Mhm.
and I would just listen to my own thing, and I always, you do this.
And you would just work it. Would you have to stay until like 2 a.m. or what was like the threshold?
Yeah, I don't remember. I think it was 12 to 2.
Okay.
But I'm not sure. You did not have to talk to any guys. Like it wasn't.
There was nothing like
There
you have
was
to
no
kiss
guys at
them
the
or anything like
table.
that.
It was
Oh,
just.
okay.
It was just the girls and the promoter at the table. It was just to like show the club that it looked like there was girls there, but like no guys would like come up to our table.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't like. It was just like you
It
had to
wasn't
be there.
sleazy.
It wasn't. At least
Okay.
not the promoters I went with.
Okay, that's good.
Hmm.
That's really cool. So then when did you stop being a model? Or like did you ever have a moment where you were like on a billboard or did you make it as a model
I
ever?
wish.
Yeah, what happened with
Fuck
that?
no.
Yeah.
So first of all, they really wanted me to do runway because I guess I have that look.
Mhm. And you're tall and skinny. How
Yeah,
tall are you?
I'm 5'11".
I thought you were 6 foot.
I mean, I look 6 foot. I feel
Yes.
like I am.
Yes. Okay.
But I can't walk in heels.
Oh.
And like to this day, I've practiced and practiced and practiced and I can't do it. I would go to castings and I would trip and I would fall and I would still get booked a lot of the time. But like it's terrifying.
Yeah.
And like today I can walk in like a baby heel that's like,
Mhm.
what's this, like half
A
an
kitten
inch?
heel, like a tiny.
A kitten, but preferably like a thick one.
Yeah.
Not like a baby.
No
Um,
stilettos.
so I was awful at that. Eventually I just told my agency, like, I don't want to go to any more of these runway castings. Like I can't do it. And they even tried
No.
to teach me.
Yeah.
So I still don't walk in heels. And it was just really didn't make much money. It was so bad. And it was so boring. Like,
Yeah.
you would go to a casting,
A casting. Yeah.
and there's 100 other girls that look like you.
Mhm.
And you have to wait in line and you have to run around with this heavy book all over New York every day. And when you had the shoots, like, I don't know, like, I never had a say in any of the shoots I was part of. They dress you up, they tell you like what to do and what to wear. And I like to be creative, like
Mhm.
I love photography.
Right.
So like I was always like, oh my God, I wish I was behind the camera. Like that must be so much fun.
Like
And
producing it.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it was fun.
That's
But
cool.
it was hard.
So how
I didn't
many
make any
years
money.
you didn't make any money?
Barely. I mean, a little at times, but like not a lot.
So how many years did you do it before you transitioned away from modeling?
Like I don't remember, maybe 3.
Mm.
But I was going back and forth to Sweden at this time because I didn't have like a proper visa.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you were playing the game a little bit.
Yeah, that's why it was hard for me to work too because I didn't have like the right credentials. Like I got booked for a Gossip Girl episode once.
You did?
But I couldn't do it then because I didn't have the right visa.
Oh.
I know. So
That's
sad.
heartbreaking.
I know.
That would have been iconic.
I know it would have.
So, okay, so you then what? Like just became like you somehow got a job in the US or like
No, then
how
I
did
went to
you
acting school.
Oh, wow.
I've literally like forgot about this part of my life
You
because
do look like Nicole Kidman.
I know I get that a lot.
Yeah.
Um, honestly, it was mostly just to get another visa.
Okay.
And I was like, that sounds fun. Maybe that's what I want to do. I went to acting school for a year. It was really fun. Like I learned a lot to like
Were you a good actress?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But
I
like
just can't picture you acting.
I know, right?
Yeah.
But I learned a lot about like just speaking in front of people and not being like scared and like
Okay.
ashamed
Yeah,
and
that's
stuff.
cool.
And I never went to a single like casting after that for I audition. I never went to one audition once I was done with that.
Mm,
And then I decided to go to college in LA.
okay. So you were in New York for a chunk of time, then you moved to
Like 4
LA.
years, yeah.
And LA is where you met your current boyfriend?
Yeah.
Okay.
After being there for like 3 years or 2 years. I'm bad with my memory's not the
But
best.
before that, you dated some celebrities.
I didn't date any
I
celebrities.
thought you
I've
dated
I've like
one.
talked to a
Oh,
few.
okay. That's
Wait,
dating.
one? Who?
I was thinking one of the guys from Gossip Girl.
We never date. Well, we talked on the phone a couple times.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Still have his number if he still has it.
Should we call him?
You can call him.
No, I don't want to.
I don't have my number. I don't have the same number anymore, so he wouldn't know it's me.
Okay.
But-
Fair enough. Okay, but I want to hear about the time you hung out with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Mm-hmm. And I think if you're a cute girl and live in LA,
You have done it.
you have done it.
Okay.
Like it's like a common thing.
It's not that special.
Unfortunately, not.
For me, like I've never done it, so to me it's
Yeah.
special. So for the normal humans out there, what's it like?
I've seen him several times, like at the club, and
Mhm.
like been at his table several times. But one time when we like really hung out with him was my sister was visiting me from Sweden in LA. And how old could she have been at the time? Maybe just 18 probably.
Okay.
And we were gonna go out because in Sweden 18 is like the drinking age. So we don't like she didn't drink, but I
Yeah.
don't think so. Maybe she did. I don't know. But we got invited to I think it was the AMAs after party or VMAs. Like I think it was the AMAs, American Music Award
Okay.
after party by a promoter. And we went. It was like the first time we went to a party together. And we're both pretty awkward. Like
Mhm.
we are,
Just
you know
two
me, like
small town girls from
small
Sweden.
town girls.
Yeah.
Like we're not like, yeah. So we felt super awkward at this party. We
Mhm.
like didn't know anyone. And then we got there early because the promoter always comes early with the girls. All the celebrities started coming in. And it was so fun because like my sister was visiting me. We both like loved One Direction and they all showed up except Harry Styles,
Oh my god.
which was like our
That's
favorite.
depressing.
I know everybody but him showed up. I the weekend was there.
Is he really short?
I don't remember.
Oh,
My memory has gone.
okay. Well, you're only
Yeah.
32. You're acting like you're like 80.
No, I know, but my memory has gotten really bad.
Okay.
I feel like one of the big like rapper girls was there, maybe Nicki Minaj. I don't know.
Okay.
And Leo.
Mm-hmm.
And we were about to leave the party when this one guy was like, "Why are you guys leaving?" And we were like, "Yeah." I literally postmated a sweater and a hat to this party, by the way, because it was so freaking cold.
Yeah.
I was like dying, and we
I
were in
love Postmate
dresses.
for that reason.
And that's why I
amazing.
was like, I want to go home because I'm cold, and I
Mhm.
have this freaking CVS Postmate sweater that's like so ugly. And he was like, "No, you guys should come with us. We're just going to Leo's house, and we'll
Mhm.
like have a." I don't think he even said after party. And this guy was sober, super sweet, and my sister was like, "Okay, we should go."
Mm-hmm. I
And
would
we go
go.
with him, and it's not an after party. It's literally him, Leo, and one more guy, and us, me and my little sister.
That's
And
iconic.
it was strange, and we go into his like movie theater room.
How was his house? Was it cool?
His house is cool. I've been there several times for after parties.
Okay.
It's very cool.
Mhm.
He has a very nice house. In his movie theater, we were watching boxing, I believe, or like MMA or some sort
Ew.
of fighting,
Okay.
eating ice cream,
Cute.
having a cute night.
And did you talk to him?
Yeah,
What was he like?
very nice.
Did he hit on you?
No, he didn't.
That's depressing.
Depressing as fuck.
He should have. You're very cute. Maybe you're not his type.
Maybe not.
Did he hit on your sister?
No,
Okay.
his friend was hitting on my sister, and
Okay.
his friend was kind of hitting on me. So
Ooh.
the one that brought us.
Have you ever gone after the same guy as your sister?
No, my sister is like 7 years younger than me.
Okay, I don't know.
That would be weird.
That'd be crazy. I have two sisters too.
But
And
they're
we've-
closer in age, right?
Yeah, like my oldest sister is 5 years older than me, and then the
Yeah.
other one is 3 years. But we've never gone for the same guy.
Yeah, I
That
feel
would be
like-
horrible. Let's move on from the celebrity thing. Like
Mhm.
it's cool, but it's like I think when you live in New York or LA, it like becomes less cool.
Yeah, I
They're
think
just
so too.
people. Who cares? Although A-listers will always kind of be impressive
Who
to
is the
me.
coolest celebrity you've ever seen or met?
I don't think anyone.
What?
I've been to Lindsay Lohan.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
cool.
That's cool.
She's really
When she was like
beautiful.
making her comeback too.
Yeah, last year at the movie
Mhm.
premiere, and she's like super, super gorgeous in person. And
Never
she
seen
like was
her.
my childhood like hero. She
Yeah.
was in Mean Girls. She was in all the
The
classics, Freaky
Parent
Friday,
Trap.
Parent Trap. How about you? Who's been like the biggest celebrity that you've been like, holy shit?
Mm, I don't know. There's
You're like,
definitely
there's so many.
no. I just like I'm blanking. There's definitely someone.
There's a few where you're like, you see them and you're like, wow, they're a star.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen Paris Hilton a few times, and I just love when she walks like by or in a
I
room.
would love
Like
to
she
see her.
has that like
That it factor.
God,
Yeah. She's really tall. Is
gorgeous.
she taller than you?
No, but she's very tall.
Okay.
Not taller than me.
She looks like a model too. She has like that body type. Okay.
And she's so fun. Like,
She
but I
is
don't know.
fun.
Oh,
I would love to see her in real life.
she's
Trying to think who
gorgeous
else.
in real life too. Like,
I would like
just
to
like
see a
she
Kardashian.
glitters. Kind of like when the first time I saw you at our first date.
Oh my god.
I told you like you like shine
Oh my
when you walk in
gosh.
a room. She's shines like sunshine.
Wow, that's so nice.
Mhm.
You also shine. Actually, when I first met you, I always called you Nicole because I thought you looked like Nicole Kidman, and I like
Yeah.
would get confused. And then I got used to you. But I used to be a little bit like
Wow.
starstruck by you. Not trying to be like
Oh
weird
my
and mushy,
God.
but because you are like so stunningly gorgeous, I was like always like, oh my god,
Thank
it's
you.
shocking. Yeah. Haha, look at us. We're so mushy. I can't handle
I
it.
know.
Okay, let's talk about your boyfriend. So
Mhm.
you're dating a younger guy.
Oh yeah,
How much younger is he?
5 years.
I always advise with my dating coaching and advice, I'm always like, don't date younger guys. How do you
I
like it?
I say against that because guys die earlier than women.
They
So
do. So if you date a guy who's like way older than you, he's gonna
yeah,
die in like 10 years,
well, it's
maybe 20.
possible, but
Yeah.
like I've always liked younger guys. I think it's great, but I also like you always say I think I found a unicorn.
Mm-hmm.
So
He is
like
a unicorn.
when we met, he was only 21,
Mm-hmm. And you were what?
25.
Okay.
Like my birthday's late in the year. He's as early, so it's actually us 4 years.
Okay.
But yeah, no, he acts much older than his age, but like, yeah, I recommend it.
You do?
100%.
I've been burned by so many younger guys.
Well, I don't think that's because of their age.
You
I
really?
think that's because of the guy.
But men mature slower than women.
They do.
Like as a whole, like the bell curve.
Yeah, I still think you should do
You
it.
still recommend it?
I don't think you should only do that, but I think if you meet a guy that's younger, you should not be like no because he's young.
Don't rule them out because
Yeah, no,
they're younger.
I wouldn't.
So what about older guys? Did you ever date an older guy?
Yeah,
What'd
I
you
did.
think?
I didn't like it.
Yeah. My last boyfriend was 13 years older. That's
Yeah.
way too old.
Yeah.
That's way too old. My current guy is like my same age, and I've never been happier. I think that dating your same age is ideal.
I wouldn't know.
You've never
But
done
I
it?
also like one of my best friends is married to a guy that's like 20 years older than her, and they're like so happy and has been together for like 10 years.
Was it like a sugar daddy situation?
No.
How'd they meet?
In the dog park.
Really?
Mhm.
But that gets crazy when you get older. I
Yeah.
think that's when it's like, oh my God, I'm 60 and he's 80.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm saying. Like if you date someone who's younger,
Yeah, like
I want to grow old
you'll
together.
probably die at the same time.
I mean, you never know, but like,
knock on wood.
yeah.
Yeah.
But obviously, that's not the only reason.
That's
But
yeah. I mean, there's many other reasons.
Yeah.
Okay, so how did you guys meet? Cuz didn't you go up to him and you wrote a note and you said smile if you want to have sex with me?
No.
Oh, wait, how'd you meet with him? How'd you meet him? That was someone else.
Mhm. No, definitely not. We were at a nightclub
Okay.
in LA.
Okay.
My friend dragged me out. I stopped clubbing by that point. I didn't like it anymore. But like she really wanted to go. I
Mhm.
went. I'm on a couch dancing, being happy as normal. And this girl starts like tapping me. And I'm like turning back, seeing what she wants. She's like, this guy is trying to talk to you. And he didn't even know this girl. Apparently she just saw him trying to get my attention.
Mhm.
But like I didn't see him.
I love it.
And then I see him and I was just like,
Like he's a very good-looking guy.
yeah, I was like, that's the
Yeah.
hottest man I've seen in my entire
He's
life.
also a model.
Yeah, well, yeah, he used to be.
Yeah.
And then he was just like, can I buy you a drink? And I was like, oh my God, yes. Are you Russian? Because like I love the Russian look.
Mm.
I don't know if he lied or like didn't hear me, but he said yes. So
Okay.
he's still in my like phone named the pretty boy from Nightingale, which is the club.
Okay.
Russian, all spelled wrong because I was drunk. So I mean, he's Ukrainian kind of, but
Yeah.
like he still lied.
That's amazing. And then you guys fell in love and you were like, it's too good to be true.
Hmm.
So you didn't take it seriously,
I
right?
just thought he was way too hot to not be a fuckboy. Like he looked so much like a fuckboy.
Yeah.
I was just like, okay, he's a fuckboy. I'm gonna put him in that like category.
Yeah. Like he's
So
a pretty boy.
so pretty.
Yeah.
And I just felt like I didn't put any like hope into it in the beginning. So I was just
Mhm.
like, there's no way.
Yeah.
But then after like 3 dates, I was like, oh my God, I love him.
Yeah. You're a
Hmm.
Scorpio like me. And
Hmm.
once we fall, game over.
I know.
Um, okay, so you like even though he was so beautiful, he was just looking for something serious or
I don't think he was looking for something serious, like
yeah,
per se,
because
but
he's 21 in LA. That's
yeah.
crazy.
And he was just home for the summer too. Oh, because he was going to school in New York.
Hmm.
He had a summer job in LA, like an internship. So he was home for the summer.
So
We
after
met in May
okay.
and then he went back to school in August.
So after 3 months, you guys did distance, or did you go back to New York with him right away?
No, we did distance for 1 year, but we did fly to see each other like at least twice a month.
Twice
Once
a
or twice a
month
month. Like I spent every single dollar I had
going
on
to
that.
see him.
And he would come to me. Like we would just go back and forth, like that whole year.
So do you have any relationship advice for people who are doing long distance relationships?
Go as much as you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Momentum is huge.
And like having the next one booked when you leave is always nice. Like when I would go, knowing like I'm gonna see him in 2 weeks or like that makes it feel a lot better.
Yeah. No, that's
Yeah.
good advice because a lot of people who write in to me are always like, "Do you recommend a long distance relationship?" And I'm like, if it's the right person, yes.
Yeah.
Just like have like an end game in
100%. I
mind.
think you need to have that because otherwise, if I didn't like know that I was either willing to go there or he was gonna move back, I wouldn't want to have it like that forever. Like that was the
Mm-mm.
longest I wanted to go, like 1 year.
Yeah. Someone has to compromise.
100%.
And you ended up compromising and coming
Yeah,
to New York.
because he still had. Did he have what? Did he graduate?
He was going to
Oh, he
NYU.
graduated at the same time I did,
Okay.
and he was going to do a master's degree.
Mm.
So at least I think that's what it was. And me, I had moved away from New York and I fucking was so over New York. Like I did not want to move back.
Hmm.
I said, it took me 4 years to fall in love with LA. And I finally just fell in love with LA and I'm like, this is where I want to be because I hated LA at
Hmm.
first. Then I'm like, I
You're pulled
fucking have to
back.
come back to New
Yeah.
York. And he kept saying, it's just 1 year, I'm going to do a master. And I was like, okay. I moved to New York. He does the master. And then he's like, I'm going to apply to law school. And we thought he was going to go in LA, but then NYU is a better school.
Hmm.
And he was like, it's just 3 more years. And then he ended up doing a fucking MBA.
Wow.
But then it was 4 more years. And then it was 5 years total. So it took me a long time to fall in love with New York again. But now I have and I love it.
That's amazing. But also, it's like cool because a lot of people would be like, don't fall in love with such a good looking guy in his 20s. He's five
Yeah.
years younger than you. It's not going to
Ooh.
work. But it's like you guys chose each other and you made it work, which is
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah.
Does he feel like he missed out on his 20s? Do you feel like you missed out on yours because you found each other so young?
No, thank God.
No.
I feel like we both like got so much done before we met.
You guys partied hard before.
We partied hard.
Yeah.
So I think that was the perfect time. Like we were both ready to settle down. And now we love, the home life, like getting to bed early, leaving a
Hmm.
party early. Like we're on the same page, which
Which
is so nice.
it is really
Staying in
nice.
is like my favorite thing in the world.
I think after 30, you don't want to be somewhere past midnight. I don't at
Never.
least. Yeah.
Way too late.
It's
So
too late.
yeah.
Yeah. So it's nice that you found that person and you guys did live a lot of life like really
Hmm.
early. Whereas I think the people who want to party hard in their late 20s, early 30s, I think those are the late bloomers. Those are the
Yeah.
people who maybe they didn't peak in high
Yeah.
school or college and now they have some money.
Hmm.
They grew into themselves and now they're like,
Who are you
"Ooh,
talking about?
I'm talking about a lot of people. It's a
Yeah.
real thing."
No, I know. But I also think
Yeah.
some people are like that forever or until they meet the right person.
Yeah.
I think it's very like different for everyone.
It's individual for
Yeah.
sure.
So I don't think you should give up hope on anyone.
No. But by the way, I was not targeting one person with that. I just like I know we have a mutual friend who kind of has that vibe, but there's many, many people where like they were one way. It's like Revenge of the Nerds a little
Yeah.
bit.
And I love the
I
nerds.
do
They're
too.
my
I feel
favorites.
like we're low key like closet nerds.
My boyfriend is a nerd, and that's why I like fell for him the most because he's
Yeah.
so smart and
Yeah.
like so nerdy. And like
Mhm.
now it drives me a little crazy because he'll have like literally 10 like Google searches from of like the most random shit, and he wants to tell me everything.
Mm,
And
it's too
like I
much.
don't want to hear about like that river
Yeah.
in wherever like that dried up in like the 1800s.
So the guy I'm talking to right now, he's having me like go through his movie list.
Oh, that he's seen or that he wants to
No,
see.
that he's already seen like his
Okay.
top favorite movies.
How
And so
long is the
I'm
list?
well, it's very long, but he said just watch 5.
Okay.
I've
By
watched
yourself.
1. Yeah. The first one I watched was Inglorious Bastards.
That's my favorite
It's a
movie.
really good
Oh my god, it's
movie.
so
It's
good.
iconic. But I can say it iconic, like, oh my God, who am I? But what I'm
No,
trying to
it
say,
is, that is one
it's
of the
so
best movies
violent. It
ever
was really
made.
okay. I loved it, but I'm like, I would like to watch a violent movie with somebody, not alone. I had to
Mhm.
keep stopping it because I was so anxious.
Really?
Yeah, because I know like someone's about to get shot,
Yeah.
and I don't want to see it.
Oh, that movie. Oh, I haven't seen it in so long. Oh my god, I
Yeah.
love him now. What else is on that list? Shutter Island,
The
I
next
bet.
one is Birdman.
I have actually not seen Birdman.
Maybe we watch it
I think it's too
together.
new. I used to go to the movie theater every week,
Yeah.
and then I stopped like many years ago. So everything that came out after like 2015, I haven't seen.
But, like, that's the nice thing about when you start to date someone new, you, like, learn about the world in a
Yeah,
different
you
way, and I
do.
feel more cultured already.
Yeah, and then you stop. I've stopped.
You stop after
Yeah.
I mean, when do you stop? Probably, like, after the honeymoon period, like,
Yeah.
2 years in, you're kind
Yeah.
of, like, over it.
About that 2, 3 years.
How do you maintain? Because you guys have been seeing each other for, like, what, 5 years now?
7.
Yeah, so how do you maintain the spark, the romance?
I think well, we're just like best friends and know that like we want to be together forever,
Mhm.
which is such a like relief. And this is one of the things that I think is the most important in a relationship, by the way. Sorry, I'm staring off like the question. But so many people always say like you should never take someone for granted.
Mhm.
And I think the opposite, like the most beautiful thing my boyfriend gives me in our relationship is me like letting me take him for granted and not take for granted like health and like those things, but
Mhm.
like take for granted that like it's us. And that's like the sweetest thing because it gives me so much peace and calm that like I don't have to be on my toes. Like he doesn't
No,
have
yeah.
to. I think that's the best gift you can ever give
Like, you're
anyone.
not worried.
Not
It's
worried.
stable, it's
Yeah.
secure, like, that's the goal, for sure.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. But I think a lot of people that like lose the spark or whatever,
Mhm.
I think people just don't realize that like the honeymoon phase is gonna go away.
It is.
And I think a lot of people are then just like, oh my God, now I'm not in love anymore. And they want, because being in love is like, in the beginning, is being on drugs.
It is.
Like you're literally on drugs.
Which is so
Are
fun.
you on drugs right now?
I'm, like, slightly on drugs, for sure. It's like I'm in the moment where you're just, like, hanging out and you're like, "We don't even need anything."
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're just
You
so
don't need sleep
happy.
or food or
Yeah.
anything.
In each other's, like, presence. Like, I'm, like, losing weight, like, all the good things that come with, like, a fresh guy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. I love
Um,
it.
it's amazing. But
Mhm.
like if you were to be like that forever, you wouldn't function.
Right.
Like if you wouldn't sleep 5 years in because you're just like,
Mesmerized.
yeah,
You have to get stuff done eventually.
you do,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Uh-huh.
But that's why I think a lot of people lose it because they are like, it's not like it was year one.
Mhm.
So then I need to find that with someone else, and they think that's gonna be forever.
Right. Or
Yeah.
there's the people who are in a similar boat where they're like, as soon as there's any sign of trouble,
Hmm.
they're like, well, I guess it's not meant to be.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I'll have to keep moving. And it's
Yeah,
like, no, like, there's no perfect relationship. There's always going to be an argument. There's
yeah.
always going to be some sort of,
Or thinking the grass is greener on the other
yeah,
side.
totally.
It's not.
So, how did you know that this guy that you're seeing, you've been seeing him forever? Like, he's basically family to you now, but how did you know he was the one? Did you know, like, within, like, a week, a month, a year? How and when did you know?
On date 3, I wrote in my like notes app
Mhm.
that like I'm falling in love with him.
Cute.
And from that day on, like for the first year, I wrote down every time I saw him and what we did. And like, I don't know why I've never done that before.
Yeah.
I was just like, today, like we went to the movies, we did this. Like, I don't know. I felt like this is something I'm going to want to remember forever and like have. And I
Mhm.
still have that. Like, I know exactly how many days we saw each other that first year. And like, I just knew.
That's so cute.
I know. I like literally moved in with him on date 3.
On date 3, you moved in with him?
Or where he was staying in LA at the time, yeah.
Is
Well, I
that
still
a
had my
model? Is that a
place.
model thing?
I don't think so. Why?
I don't know. I just feel like part of me does think that, like, do you think it's easier for models to date because you're so good looking?
No,
You don't think?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But it's never been easy for me. Like,
Oh, really?
I don't think it's only been easy with him.
So, okay, honestly, I kind of set myself up with that question because we at MAAR Dating, we work with a lot of women who are very, very attractive. Same
Hmm.
with men.
Yeah.
And it's like you would look at them and think like, "Oh, they would have no problem finding love."
Hmm.
But just because the outside is very beautiful, it doesn't mean that relationships and love is easy.
Yeah, no,
So,
I don't think so.
I'm also answering the question.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think you have the answer.
I think I do. Okay, let me see what else I have on here for you before. Oh yeah, let's talk about Europeans and sex. Because in America we're very weird about sex. And
I
like
know.
in early days, we're very puritanical.
Mhm.
What's it like in Europe? You guys just kind of like do it right away, right?
I can't speak for all of Europe. I don't want to be the representative.
Yeah.
But I can speak for Sweden and
Mm,
like like small towns. I don't know what they do in Stockholm. Like I don't freaking know.
okay.
But in like small towns where I'm from, at least before I moved, like you don't go on dates.
Mm,
Like if you're gonna see someone, you go to their house and like you watch Netflix and you hang out. And you do that for like a while until it's like really a thing, until you know you are a thing. You do not go out in public and go to like dinner. Maybe you do it like when you're older, but
I
back
think that
when
you're
like in
talking
your
about when you're
20s,
19.
that's all I know.
Yeah, that's true.
I left at
Because that
that
sounds very
point.
teenage.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
probably is.
Yeah.
But like if I were to go to dinner with a guy in my town at that
Mhm.
age, like absolutely no. And I felt the same way when I came here and guys asked me out for dinner.
Mhm.
Fuck no, I wouldn't go to dinner. That's terrifying.
What? I
Ha!
love dinner.
Oh my god, no.
That's
No,
weird.
thank you.
So, but you guys have sex like what? Day 1, day 2?
I think it's earlier than here for
Mhm.
sure, but it's different.
I
Like
feel like I
everybody's
like the way
different.
that you think about it though, because I remember telling you about the 90-day rule.
Oh my god, worst thing I freaking ever
I
heard in
mean,
my life.
obviously, I retract everything about that. I think it's a bad idea now too.
Mhm.
But when I told you, you're like, wait, why? Like, don't you want to find out if you like him
Yeah,
and like you're sexually attracted to him?
yeah,
And I was like, touche.
yeah,
But I think it's a puritanical, like American culture where like sex is used as power,
yeah.
like body count has like a lot of shame around it.
Mhm.
So it's just different.
I think it's different, and I think that rule is dumb.
Yeah. In Europe, do you guys like split the bill?
Yeah,
You do?
yeah.
That's insane.
I know. Like literally everything. Like when you date, you split every single thing.
It's very
It's
like
so
50-50.
even. Yeah,
Yeah.
everything is.
That
Which
sounds
is also
horrible.
something I was so uncomfortable here with because like that's how I'm used to it being done, and I don't know how to. I was uncomfortable when like someone else would pay, or like I would just rather pay than like having to
Pay for
talk about it at all.
the
I just
whole
didn't want to
thing?
talk about it. Yeah, I
Okay.
didn't want to deal with the situation.
So you would just pay? You would put down your
No, I
card?
don't think I did, but like I would rather because I was just so uncomfortable. I didn't know what to do. Oh my god, I was so bad at that. Like everything.
I just tell everyone just like if you're the girl, just like do nothing. Just let the
I know
bill
you tell them that,
just let
but
the bill like land on the table and see how quick he grabs it.
yeah,
And if
I
he
wouldn't know.
and if he
Even.
doesn't grab it, like just don't grab it either.
Yeah,
Have a
I
standoff.
I would not have a stand up. Then I would take it and I would pay and I would leave and I'd go home and I would feel so awkward.
I mean,
I would like think about it years later.
eventually someone has to grab it.
Yeah, it would be me.
Really?
This hasn't happened. I'm just like I'm getting so uncomfortable just thinking about it.
Yeah,
that
it
that
is
would
a
be a
little
thing.
crazy.
Like
It's crazy when the guy doesn't grab it. That's when it gets a little dicey.
I can't even imagine now because like yeah, I haven't been on a date in 7 years, but like my boyfriend would always do it. So that was also, he never made me like even like feel uncomfortable about that.
'Cause he grabbed
He
it.
grabbed it so quickly. Like he would literally pay before it even came.
Yeah. And when I
But
coach
that's,
men, I tell them, grab that bill as soon as it, like,
yes,
before it even hits
please.
the table,
Yeah.
you're picking it up.
Yeah. Or if they're not going to do that, I feel like they need to like be upfront with that before the date. Like if it's a splitting
You
situation,
think?
I don't know. I would just be more comfortable knowing that walking into it. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if other people, but I get super uncomfortable. Like, I wouldn't like it.
I think if the guy is picking the spot, just pick a spot that aligns with your bank account.
Yeah,
You know what I
or
mean?
don't
And
even like do something that costs money.
totally. Or yeah, go for a walk, go for
Yeah.
a coffee, like do anything, but don't make her split the bill. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think should we transition to listener questions?
Yay!
Okay. Do you feel like you got your story out? I love your story, by the way.
I feel like I did, but I also feel weird because I feel like I didn't like have a story really to come on with.
No, you do.
I feel like I
You're
don't
like
know,
from
like,
another country and you came to America. You found love,
yeah.
and now you're an American
I
citizen.
know, but who's gonna learn from that?
Plenty of people, I'm sure. I think it's an interesting story because there's a lot more people in the US who are immigrants than people realize,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, that's true.
And a lot of men marry women from other countries.
Yeah,
How do you feel about 90 Day Fiancé?
I've only seen like a few episodes
Mhm.
many years ago. I don't really know what it's like. I don't know. I don't get it. Like I don't know the show really, so I can't speak.
Yeah. Maybe we'll cut that part out.
Yeah,
It's a little irrelevant.
sorry, I don't know.
It doesn't really align with your whole thing. Like
Yeah.
you guys are pretty equal. Okay, let's go through these questions. So this person said thoughts about getting back with an ex both have changed 2 years later.
No, you haven't.
You think no?
I don't think they've changed.
I think you're an ex for a reason. I don't really endorse getting back with an ex,
Mhm.
but I've heard stories where people do get back with their ex, they get married, they live happily ever after. So go with your gut always.
Yeah, I mean it depends on the story, but I said no.
You say no. I say
The
maybe.
details
Matter.
matter.
Yeah.
But no. If I have to give an answer, no.
Yeah. My gut reaction would be no as well.
Yeah.
There's a reason you broke up.
Mhm.
And usually the reason's pretty deeply seated.
Mhm.
How do you politely set boundaries in early days of dating? She's a people pleaser. You're a people pleaser.
But boundaries in what way?
So, like, let's say you aren't comfortable with their communication style. You want them to text you more.
Oh, that happened with my boyfriend.
Okay, tell us.
Yeah. So he was horrible at answering text. I would text him. He would text me, and I would
Mhm.
answer right away, and then he would answer 4 hours later.
Mm-hmm.
I literally told him, I need you to communicate better. I need you to answer my text. If you don't, I can't, like, this is not going to work. I
Mhm.
need someone who is like on top of it because, like, there's no playing games.
Right.
And he stopped. I mean, he started texting.
He responded.
Yeah, and he's just been getting better and better and better and better.
So you communicated what you needed.
Yeah.
And he obliged. And I think
Yeah.
that if you're a people pleaser, you have to communicate early days what you need.
Mhm.
Otherwise, it's not going to work with this person.
Yeah, I think it's fair. And like, you're
Yeah.
allowed to feel certain things and like, then they can say their piece and you can talk about it depending on
Yeah.
what it is.
And be
but,
open
like,
to compromise.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't have to text you back immediately, but
Yeah, he
like
does.
maybe within like an hour.
No, he does.
Okay, for you he
kidding.
does. Maybe 5 minutes, but like generally.
Yeah. But they should text back very quickly.
Yeah, the guy I'm seeing right now is like a very good texter,
I love that.
and it's very nice. The
Yay.
communication, like I don't even wonder for a minute.
Mhm.
But I also think that's a good sign, like just in general, like when you're not
Yeah.
having to wonder, means it's easy.
Yeah.
What's your expected timeline in a relationship as a 32-year-old female? Let's hear yours and then I'll go.
Oh, well, so
Yeah.
from what I've heard coming to America,
Okay.
like people that date here, it's very much like you date for 2 years, and if you're not engaged after 2 years, it's like not right or like something is wrong.
Yeah.
I don't support that.
Really?
No. First of all, I don't think you need to get engaged at all.
Well, okay.
And
You
second
don't
of
really
all,
believe in marriage.
I think it's fine.
Yeah.
And then I think you don't really know a person after 2 years even. I think you should wait longer.
Oh my God, we're opposite.
Yeah. But again, if you're 32, I get that, you know, you want to have kids maybe soon. So you like, I mean, we're all there.
We're all there. So we're both 32.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a different time in question. Like, you don't have that time anymore to maybe like spend 5 years with someone before you know if you want to have kids with them. I mean, you gotta do the best you can then.
Yeah.
But at least 2 years, please.
So I think that you should, before getting engaged, you should be together 1 year, 4 seasons.
You're so like in love after a year though. You're like literally on drugs.
I know, but like if you want to have kids within a certain amount of time,
But do you want to decide who you have kids with when you're on drugs?
I mean, maybe. I think you roll the dice sometimes.
You have, yes, you have to.
Yeah.
Like at a certain point, I get that.
Yeah.
But like, wow.
But
It's
I'm
scary.
saying like 32-year-old female, I don't think you should get engaged after 6 months. I talk to some people who are like, I want engagement 6 months in. I want
That is
marriage
literally
9 months
bananas.
in. Like, but I talk to those people. I work with them in the matchmaking space. But at the same time, it's like, for me, I think 4 seasons, 1 full year, get engaged, get married 6 months later.
Wait, so getting married after a year and a half?
Yeah, and then I'd probably have kids like 2.5, 3 years in. Because I'm 32, I want to have at least a couple kids, and I don't want to be like 40 when I have my first kid.
Yeah. That's the hard part.
That's
You're
the hard
right.
part.
Because we
And
are now 25 anymore.
And there's people who they're in our same position where they're single, but they're like maybe 38, 39.
Yeah.
And those people, I say the same thing, like still give it 4 seasons, still
Yeah.
give it at least a year.
Yeah.
Because you want to at least see what they're like in all 4 seasons.
That's funny.
Like Christmas, like 4th of July.
Does that have to do with like the holidays that you want to?
Yeah, and just like you see them in different elements and you meet their
Huh.
family. You get to know their friends.
That's-
Some guys are really into
I
hunting.
never heard that. Oh yeah.
Some people are into
hunting.
football, like
Ugh.
different sports.
What do you think? Taylor's coming to the Super Bowl, by the way.
From Japan.
Yeah.
I'm sure she'll go.
I think so too. Do you think she's gonna perform?
In Japan? Or
No,
at the Super Bowl? No. I think
Yeah.
she'll just watch.
I think so too. I don't
She
think
did-
she'll want to steal the thunder.
Yeah, and I think that would steal his thunder.
It would.
So, how to let the guy lead on the first few texts on dating apps.
I mean, I don't think there's anything you can do. If he doesn't do it, he doesn't do it.
Right. So that's what I think too. Do nothing. Do less.
Yeah.
Let him come to you. Like have amazing prompts, have amazing photos. But if he's not making moves, you don't want that guy.
Yeah.
He's a dead fish. Like
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, I don't think there's anything you can do to make him be better.
No.
Like from the start.
Just be open
Yeah.
and receptive. But also I'm like a little controversial when it comes to like the dating apps. And I definitely think
In what way?
I think that guy should talk first.
Yeah.
I view dating apps as like put out the bait,
Yeah.
like the boy bait,
yeah.
and then let him come to you.
Mhm.
And if he doesn't come correct, then just like don't waste your time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I agree. I think I would want the guys to reach out first.
Yeah. And like
I think it sounds more right.
Gen Z may be different,
Yeah.
by the way, because they're all about equality.
Yeah.
They're a lot more like egalitarian, whatever. But
Mhm.
like I'm a millennial. I'm a little bit more old fashioned.
yeah.
Like the guy I'm talking to right now, I don't even like text him first. I mean, I will if if the spirit moves me, but
Yeah.
he texts me first. Like, but he's very on it.
Wasn't there
And he calls me first.
the 90-day rule person who said you should never text a guy first in your entire life?
That's the rules.
The rules.
And by the way, I have texted him first. If
Okay.
something comes to my mind that
Yeah.
I need to communicate, I'm not
Yeah.
like paralyzed. I think
Yeah.
that's stupid. But like in general, like he has like
Yeah.
the masculine pursuer energy, and I'm in my feminine
Yeah.
receiver energy.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Is it like that with you guys?
No, we're 7 years in. We text all day, anything, 10 texts in a row
Yeah.
about.
I'll double text this one.
That's good. I think
it's okay.
I think you need to be able to feel comfortable to do so.
Yeah.
So,
Agreed. Advice when you get friend zoned. I like him as a friend, but I want it to work one day.
wait, she says I like him as a friend, so maybe he is friend zoned.
No. She likes him as a friend, but
Yeah.
she also likes him as more, and she wants it to actually work one day. So she wants to know what to do because this guy,
Are they both in the friend zone?
I think he friend zoned her, and
But she says I like him as a friend.
but she does. She likes him as both.
Oh.
So, like, some people, they get friend zoned and they're like, fuck you. Like, I'm out for those reasons because they
Yeah.
just see the person romantically.
Mhm.
Other people, they're like, wait, I actually like you as a friend, but I really want it to work one day.
I don't know.
I would say that if somebody friend zones you, because the guy I'm seeing right now, we started as friends.
Yeah, but I don't think you were ever put in the friend zone category for him.
Really?
I think that was like he would rather be friends with you than nothing, but I think that was his way in. I don't
Really?
think he started I mean, I'm just guessing here, but he definitely thought you were like hot
Cute.
from day one.
Yeah.
So I don't think he was like pure friendship.
No.
I think
I think we
there's
always
different
had like a little
categories.
maybe like crush on
But that
each
could be the
other.
same in this situation. We don't know. He might just have friend zoned her because he thought that that's like the or her. I don't know. Maybe it's a girl.
Yeah, it could be the same
Um,
situation. Unless but like this guy who I'm seeing now, he never was like, you're just a friend to me. He
no.
never sat me down and had that
Yeah.
conversation. We just like, it was
I want more
ambiguous.
information. Can these people call in?
Yeah.
Because I have questions.
That could be a future thing.
I need more information. I feel like giving advice on such like brief things is so hard
I
because
agree. Because it's almost like we need to workshop it with her.
yeah.
But I think that in general, if somebody does friend zone you where they've sat you down and they're like, I just see you as a friend, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I would say what you can do is keep them as a friend if you like them and you value them, but then only do it if you can really separate church and state and keep seeing other guys and keep dating other guys. Don't energetically hold space for them like it's going to work out one day because chances are
Yeah.
it's not.
Yeah. And I think this person seeing you with another girl or guy might be the best chance for them to maybe realize,
That they like you.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true. This person said, how do you get over someone from the past that you thought you would never see again, but they popped up out of nowhere? I'm happy to hear from them, but I feel guilty because of the feelings that I thought were gone, but they are starting to creep in. We're both in new relationships. Also, we
Why are
didn't.
they popping back in when they're in new relationships? Excuse me.
I know that's inappropriate. Also, we didn't get a chance to meet, so it was an online relationship. Every time we tried to meet, it didn't come to fruition. This is bad. They're a fake person. If you never met in person, I'm sorry, an online relationship, it could be AI. Like, this person isn't real.
Honestly, they could be real, but it's still not good.
Yeah.
If that person just got in a relationship too and is reaching out to you, like that's not someone you want to be in a relationship with because
No.
they're gonna do the same thing to
Ooh.
their other like online relationships
Yes.
if you are dating them. Like
If they're sketchy to someone
no,
else, they're going to be sketchy towards you.
it's a hard no.
They say that you lose them how you get them.
Yeah.
So,
Mm-mm.
yeah, I would say
Mm-mm.
no. How to keep a first date short? Do you already tell them at the beginning that you have plans
Yes.
after?
Yes, that's the best one.
You think? So just say like,
100%.
"Hey, I have dinner plans after," just so you know.
Just be like, if this person want to go for a drink, you
Mhm.
can be like, yeah, let's go for a drink, but I'm meeting my girls at this time, so FYI.
Yeah.
Because then you have like an hour and then you have to go see your girls. And then if you want to stay with them, like you can. Then you'd be like, oh, sorry, the girls canceled.
The girls canceled, want to get some
Whatever.
pizza.
Yeah.
Also, like I would say it at the beginning because I one time just like ducked and dived out of a date, and I didn't tell them that I had a hard out at a specific time.
Oh, yeah.
And that's awkward.
No,
Because I just got
in
up
the
and
beginning.
left. And
Yeah.
that shows that like I wasn't interested, I
Yeah.
think. Whereas if you're like, hey, just so you know, I have a dinner afterwards at like 6:30 p.m. Give them the
Yeah.
time. Even if it's a
Exactly.
fake time. And that
Yeah.
helps with setting the boundary. This final question is how to meet people IRL. I'll let you go first.
Like for dating,
Yeah.
I have the best move.
Let's hear.
Like at the bar. Like if you see a person you want to talk to,
Uh-huh.
I have a move that always works.
Can you tell the
Like,
class?
yes, like let's say you're at a bar, you see someone you want to talk to,
Mm-hmm.
but you don't want to go straight up. Like, you're a little shy.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to show this.
Yeah. Show it.
So basically,
Here, wait. Make sure that they can hear you.
you and I are at the bar.
Okay.
There's someone over there I like would love to talk to.
Yep.
You need to look in your what's called peripheral vision.
Yeah.
Keep an eye. Where are they?
Yep.
You know what we're doing.
Yep.
I'm holding my drink.
Yep.
When I see this person start moving, even if they're just standing there,
Yeah.
we will start back. Like we're walking over there, but I'm so
We're
in
walking
our
together.
we're walking through, but I'm so in our conversation that I'm looking at you and I'm walking backwards.
Okay.
That's normal. That's not that like for a couple steps. Like
Yeah,
not,
don't
don't
do
like
like
walk
a
through the whole bar.
Like a mile long walk.
No. So here I am with my drink,
Okay.
and with my peripheral vision, I'll see
Yep.
this person. And when I know I'm like so close, they are right here.
Yeah.
That's when I decide I'm going to walk forwards now. So I turn around
And
and
you're
you'll
right
smack
in,
right into them.
and you smack right into their chest, and it's
Don't
like
do
a
it too hard.
not too hard,
Yeah.
but it's like a oh, oops.
Yeah. And then you'll be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And you look up. And now, if this person would want to talk to you, they will keep talking.
You are right there in their little pocket.
You're right there. Or
Yeah.
they might you've opened it without like being like, hi, I'm interested. It's like
Yeah.
supernatural.
I always say just like I think that's great, but I also say like if you are too nervous to do that, just like go up to the bar and go next to the person that's standing at the bar.
Yeah.
And maybe just be like, "Oh, what's good here?" Or
Yeah.
just like something simple. But when it comes where to meet men, I think wine tasting, steak houses, like a tennis club, a ski club. Where else?
I also heard this other tip. I don't remember where, but I think I told you like
Yeah.
a while ago when you were sorry.
Yeah.
I can't help moving that. Is bring something weird with you to the bar. Like an iron.
An
Or like
iron?
a bowling ball. Something really
A
weird.
bowling ball to the bar? You're gonna get
And you
arrested.
put it next to you. Because it will
Oh.
open conversation. Like people will be like, why did you bring an iron?
Oh, that's
Like,
interesting.
why did you bring it has to be weird.
Could it be a book?
No.
Okay.
No one's gonna
Okay.
come
It
up with
has
a
to
book.
be like
It has to
odd
be
enough.
really odd, like something you never see out, like a household item, like a mini fridge. Like I don't know.
I also suggest don't bring a mini fridge to the bar.
Maybe
That's
not,
a little too
but
crazy.
you could try. Let me know.
But I also suggest going places alone when
Yeah,
possible.
maybe.
Like go to happy hour alone.
Yeah.
Go do a community class alone, and then you'll find somebody who has a similar interest to you. Like I
Yeah.
think there's so many places that people can meet other people out in the wild, and you don't just have to rely on the dating apps. We always
Yeah.
say that dating apps are 1/3 of the way to meet singles.
Mm-hmm.
The other ways are to tap into your network. Like Sarah was constantly trying to introduce me to people. She would constantly invite me to parties where I could maybe run into somebody.
I'm so sad you didn't.
I know. And like, but like a lot of times, like the way that I met people was like going places alone.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Did you ever meet
definitely.
anyone doing that?
Not that I can remember. I don't think I've ever like I used to go to the movies alone, but it would be creepy if someone were to like start talking to me at the movies.
But the popcorn line, you could meet somebody.
Yeah. That's
It
like
just
when
like
I
start
go
a
to the movies though,
conversation.
I'm not like in the energy of
Headspace.
wanting to like be social. So I don't think I would have liked that.
But if you're going to like an action movie, maybe there's some other
No.
guys, and like if you're feeling up to it, you
Yeah.
could meet someone at the
You
movies.
could, but like
It's all about your energy.
I don't know. Then I feel like I don't like put on my cute energy when I go to the movies.
Okay, but if you are doing it because you want to meet people, just like
Yeah,
keep-
I don't think the movie theater is
Don't
the best
leave-
place.
don't leave the house without lip gloss and a cute outfit on, and you could literally meet somebody anywhere. Is
That's
my
true.
take.
And take out your headphones because people might be trying to talk to you.
Yes,
And you would never know.
and don't stare at your phone. Look out at the
Yeah.
world.
Eye contact. Sparkle.
Sparkle. That's how I stood out to Sarah, and she stood out to
Yeah,
me,
exactly.
and we became friends.
You have to take out your headphones and sparkle.
And smile.
Yeah.
Okay, cute. So before we leave, what is your biggest piece of dating advice for everyone?
Oh my god.
I know it's major.
So I came unprepared.
Sorry.
I didn't have a chance to think about this.
Sorry.
I don't know. I feel like an old not maid.
Get a spray tan. We both have spray tans.
We both have spray tans. I don't know if that's a good dating advice. Like,
I think it is. Always
it?
do your hair. I'm like being superficial because
yeah, I mean
it's like the
it's
model
part of
episode.
it.
I'm just kidding.
I feel so not like a model right now because I thought I would make my entrance here glammed.
I know. I thought
A
you would
little
too.
cute.
But we
you
both
know?
have. I got my spray tan yesterday. She got it today. Just now.
I haven't rinsed it yet, so I feel a little
Yeah.
like
We're a little stinky.
yeah, I smell so much like
Yeah.
spray tan. I don't know. Be nice.
Be nice. Be
Always
genuine.
be nice. Like be kind. Be yourself.
Be yourself.
Like,
And don't be so mean to like. I think like there's the book like Men Prefer Bitches and all of
no,
those
don't
books.
be mean.
Just, like,
don't be mean to anyone
No.
ever.
Right. If
I
you're
don't-
mean, we'll call you Voldemort.
You know we will.
We will. We will. Because we're just two like Scandinavian nice girls
Yeah.
in the big city.
Yeah.
This has been so good. Thank you, Sarah.
been
Where can
so
people find
cute.
you? So Sarah's really talented. She makes clothing. She does it for like big country artists. She
No, I
makes
don't, but I want
jackets. We're
to.
manifesting.
I'm manifesting.
Where
I
can
have
people
not
follow
done that.
you?
My Instagram is at ivar.clothing. Ivar like Ivar the Boneless. You know, the Viking.
IVER.
IVAR.
Oh shit. Sorry.
.clothing. Please
'Kay.
follow me. I'm trying hard.
You're killing it, girl. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having me. I love
Yay.
you.
Love you. Mwah.